Good grief, it has been quite the eventful Quakecon. More so than I honestly expected. Doom has been getting the VIP premium treatment here from id, it seems. Not only has Doom and Doom 2 now been bundled into its own specific unified package, which you now have access to. If you already had it, you don't have to buy it again. This is all just a free upgrade for anyone that already owns it on Steam. You now have Doom and Doom 2 bundled together, all of the expansions bundled together, which includes TNT, Plutonia, even the master levels. You've now got a fresh episode from Machine Games themselves, Legacy of Rust, and as you may already be aware, you can also download all of those additional expansions that have been put online for easy download and play. It's just real nice to see classic Doom getting such robust support in current year 2024. I'd also be extremely remiss if I didn't mention the inclusion of Andrew Hulshult's IDKFA soundtrack. That must be absolutely wonderful for Andrew. It's a fantastic soundtrack, and to see it officially recognized, officially included like that, must be a dream come true. But guess what? This is just the base level of news, because the even bigger news coming out of Quakecon is that Doom Eternal is now getting full-fledged mod support. Now, I don't know how much of a surprise this is to other people, but it's a genuine surprise to me, because personally I've not really been keeping up with Doom Eternal developments, but I sure as shit I'm paying attention now. In any case, to gain access to the modding capability of Doom Eternal via Steam, you need to right-click on Doom Eternal in your library, go to Properties, Betas, and then the PC Mod Beta option. That'll give you access to the Doom Eternal launcher setting that allows you to browse through this wonderful collection of early mods here. I've installed one or two. I've got Dinner Blaster, which allows you to shoot hamburgers into cacodemon mouths, and I also thought I'd give Ascend a whirl, because it just looked interesting. No doubt this list will flesh out and increase as time goes by, because not only do you have the ability to browse mods, you have the ability to create them yourselves, and that is via id Studio. This is something that you can download entirely separate from Doom Eternal via Steam. It's free to do so, and gives you pretty much full unfettered access to tweak and tinker and mess with Doom Eternal to your heart's content. There's a fully featured FAQ page which you can find over at idstudio.idsoftware.com, which will give you a run through of all of the individual things you can mess with, and holy moly, I am looking forward to seeing what people do with this. I mean, we're talking enemy tweaks, gameplay tweaks, you can screw with the models, you can screw with the weapons, you can screw with the UI, you can make entire custom levels. And yep, you can bet that I am going to be keeping a close eye on how this kind of stuff develops. But just to wheel it back a bit, and to kind of more expand on my surprise that this is a thing, I just thought that this degree of modding support specifically had somewhat fallen by the wayside. I mean, sure, you can point to plenty of examples these days where there's plenty of entries on things like Nexus mods where people have tweaked and changed and screwed around to see what they can do with various games, but it's not often that you see the developer themselves flat out provide you with the tools to do so. And genuinely, this stuff is fantastic for the longevity of any game. It practically puts the legacy of the game itself in the hands of its most die-hard fans. And if anyone knows what they want from a game, it's those die-hard fans. They know what they like, they know what they want to see, and with this, they know that they can now create. If anything, I get a mild sense of melancholy for other games that I could just see flourishing under the same kind of conditions. For example, there's Metal Gear Solid 5, which has seen a wonderful degree of support from a dedicated team of modders that have added all sorts of additional functionality into the game. Once you're done with the main run of it, you can install the likes of Infinite Heaven. There's the Snakebite Mod Manager, which makes a lot of this really easy to do, and you can add things like custom characters, custom skins, even expansion side ops, which add a whole slew of extra challenge for you long after you're done with everything else the game has to offer. And that is all from them having to genuinely dig into the code and reverse engineer a lot of the minutiae of the Fox engine which powers Metal Gear Solid 5. I could only dream of what they'd be capable of if it was as open as Doom Eternal now is, if Konami flat out provided the keys to the car, so to speak. But hey, one thing at a time. Don't want to rush them. Want to see if they can actually stick the landing with that Metal Gear Solid 3 remake first. And to bring it all back around to Doom, greatly looking forward to checking out that new episode by Machine Games. I believe it's called Legacy of Rust. I think some custom textures, enemies, and weapons in there. Basically, I'm not going to be short on content for quite a while. They won't let me rest. God damn it. In any case, feel free to let me know how you feel about these developments down in the comments. Quake fans in particular, are you feeling somewhat underserved that Quakecon is largely focusing on Doom here this time? Or are you more than happy to just sit back, relax, and chow down on the wealth of wonderful releases you've had recently? There's the Immortal Lock, Bonk Jam, not to mention Dwell, which I've been sinking my teeth into recently. But all things considered, I'm sure many of you would agree when I say, either way, we're eating good. But until next time, hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to join my Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. And this has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.